Hi Sylvie, how are you?
Hi.
What's going on? What brings you here? I haven't seen you in about, 3 months?
Yeah. I was actually doing really well, but I think I kind of messed up a little.
Okay. Talk to me a little bit about that. What do you mean mess up?
Well, I went out with a group of friends
Okay.
over the weekend, and we went out to eat. We went to dinner. We were trying to do some things to stay out of trouble. But then they ended up going to a bar, and what I was gonna try to be the designated driver, because I know I'm not supposed to drink or whatever. But I went over there and I met a cute guy and he offered me a drink and I just didn't want to mess things up, so I kind of took him on the offer.
On the drink?
Yeah.
Okay, so you drank, when was this?
That was over the weekend, about 2 days ago.
Okay, so 2 days ago. Do you remember, who were you with?
I was with my 3 girlfriends and one of our guy friends.
Okay, and are these friends that you've had for a while?
Yeah, actually, I've had them for a while and they've been really supportive. They try to make me feel good by telling me it's only one drink, but I kind of feel like, I've been doing this for 3 months. I've been staying away. But then, of course, I mess up over a guy.
So you identifying this with as messing up, I can tell that you're feeling guilty about drinking, which is the first step in realizing that you want to seek help again.
Yeah, that's
which is very commendable.
Thank you.
So, okay, so talk to me a little bit more. What were you doing the day of the slip? Like, did your friends call you? Were you excited about going out?
Well, I was a little bit excited about going out. I mean, we try to go out at least twice a month,
Okay.
so I don't stay around the house and so forth, to try to get back into my normal life. But, we went out, we got our nails done, got our hair done.
So pretty normal day by day things.
Yeah.
And then when you were drinking, what were you thinking at the time? When you first had that drink in your hand, what were the feelings, the emotions going through your head?
Honestly, I was thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I know I'm not supposed to drink, but, I have not dated, I broke up with my boyfriend, I told you, but I have not dated, for quite some times now, so it's just like, I was feeling lonely, all my friends were getting guys to hit on them and buying them drink, they were drinking, having a good time, so I was just like, I didn't want to, I kind of wanted to impress the guy, really.
Okay, so what was your body telling you? Was your body telling you kind of like, no, don't do this? Or
actually, in my mind, I was screaming, don't do this.
Okay, so you were trying to rationalize, but
yes,
where you were was kind of overpowering the rational thought
pretty
at
much.
That point. Okay. What was some of the positivity associated?
Well, I mean,
you were getting the attention.
That's one, and he got my number. We kind of been talking after that, but I'm just still thinking. I'm just like, I don't know, because if he's a drinker like that, I don't know if he'll understand me. So,
how much did you end up drinking?
Actually, I had about 2 drinks.
2 drinks. Mm-hmm. Did you black out or?
Oh no, I mean, one thing is that it kind of hit me a little bit stronger because I have not been drinking for the past 3 months, but I knew, my surroundings. I wasn't bonkers like usual, so we kind of really talked a lot more, and I didn't really consume the drink that quick. I try to stay purposeful, but at the same time still kind of lollygagging over him a little bit.
Okay. And what about some of the negatives associated with you drinking? Obviously, you're feeling guilty.
Definitely.
What about any physical? Did you feel sick or?
Actually, I did. The next day, I was kind of, oh my goodness, I had the worst hangover because I've been trying to, I'm so not used to it. I feel like, my body has not gotten used to it for that long. Right. So it's just like I had this major migraine and I just felt nauseous when I woke up the next morning. And I was just super sensitive to light. That's not a feeling I wanna go over.
Which is what you had initially came to me for, was because you were so done with feeling this way. Yeah. Okay, so what it sounds to me like is you went out with your friends, you want to enjoy yourself, have a good time. You were trying to have some rational thought, it's okay, maybe I shouldn't drink, but the peer pressure kind of overcame everything, the excitement of being out again, the alcohol around, the boys. So, but you were feeling guilty, which shows me that you are rational in the fact that you do want to stop this. So whereas you thought it might have been a good idea, you're kind of starting to see, okay, I need to completely venture away from that.
Definitely. That's the reason why I try to get as soon as possible. I try to get a meeting with you.
Right, which is perfect, because now we can assess what just happened and come up with a plan that'll prevent relapse from occurring.
Okay.
That'd
be perfect.
So what I want to do now is I want to make a card. So I'm going to give you this piece of paper.
Okay.
All right. On the first section, I want you to write down the 4 Ds.
Okay.
Okay. The 4 Ds is delay.
Okay.
Distract.
Mm-hmm.
Deep breathing.
Okay.
And decatastrophize. Okay, and I'm going to explain those a little bit. Okay. These are all tips and guidelines we could go by to help you further understand relapse and maybe what we could do to prevent it. Okay, so delay, basically, if you delay, cravings last for 20 minutes. So if you go the 20 minutes you sustain without giving into the cravings will usually kick themselves. You won't have the urge to want to drink again.
Okay,
and we can help with these delays with some distractions. So we're going to come up with some techniques that could keep you distracted, kind of get your mind away from wanting to use. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Also, deep breathing is one of the ways you can create a distraction. It helps you regain focus on what you're doing, kind of get you out of that negative mindset, and allows you to regain your train of thought a little bit.
Okay.
And decatastrophize, we're going to go over some ways as we fill out this card. Just once again, how we could turn those negative thoughts that you're associating with wanting to use again and get you into a more positive mindset.
Okay, that sounds good.
Alrighty, so what we're going to do right here, we're going to fill out some distraction ideas. Okay, so let's talk about some things you enjoy doing that might get you out of that negativity.
Well, I still play soccer.
Right, which you had told me you enjoy playing soccer. So you could write that down.
Okay, perfect.
Play soccer, which is very good because physical activity also will give you that delay, get your mind off of everything.
Okay, perfect.
And it's a different way of exerting your energy.
Perfect.
All right. What else? What else do you enjoy doing? You were telling me you're big into school.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I like to read. I do like to read.
Okay, so reading is a really good pastime.
Okay.
You can put down read because you can engage in a book, spark your interest a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Or even acquire new knowledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Since I want to be a lawyer, I don't know, like I know with being a lawyer there are always new laws coming out. So, I mean, my laptop is always available for me to use.
Yeah, you could research that. That's something you're interested in.
These are great ideas.
And this is going to be a list that you could refer back to when you are in that mindset of maybe thinking about using, or if you're just upset, you could look back at this list and say, well, here's the list of other things I could do to kind of get my mind away from that place.
Okay.
Okay, what else do you enjoy doing?
I love spending time with my sister now. Since I've been sober, I've been able to spend time with her and get to know some of the issues that she's dealing with, and being older, I can talk to her about some of the things that that I went through, share my experiences throughout high school to help her out.
And I'm sure that was a rewarding feeling for you, because I know you had sought help in the originally because you wanted to regain that relationship.
Yes.
So definitely continuing to work on that relationship would be perfect. What about anything else? What are your other pastimes besides soccer?
Well, I do love to sing because I am in the church choir, so
yeah,
that would be really cool.
Yeah, you could practice your singing.
That is true. Let me write that down.
This way you're focusing your time and energy and effort into something other than negativity. You're doing things that you enjoy. Because oftentimes when we're thinking of negative, it's hard to get our mind off of those negative things. So you could just refer back to this card and say, well, let me do this.
Do one of these things.
Exactly.
Use them almost like a checklist.
Breathe, regain your thoughts.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah, kind of thought,
Perfect. Now, I also, in this section, want you to list any phone numbers of people you could reach that could maybe talk you through your thoughts. So you could tell them, listen, I've been thinking of this, and they could talk you through it, take a second to breathe, and hear what they have to say, get some of these negative feelings out. So just a list of numbers to call. Do you have anyone in particular?
Actually, I have my best friend. He's been really supportive.
He's been supportive of your
really
recovery,
making sure that trying to take me out when I try to take me out of the environment. So I don't always run to a bar or
Okay, good. So yeah, those would definitely be good options.
I'll put my best friend down because he's been there through it all with me.
Perfect. Thank you. Now, this one we're going to do reasons to stay clean. Kind of tell me a little bit about your goals that we've been talking about.
Well, I'm very big on education. I'm very big on trying to regain my mom's and my parents' trust, and also, just so I can feel better about myself, because I don't want to be known as the, young woman, who's addicted to alcohol. I don't want that.
Okay. So then write that down here. You said education. Mm-hmm. Obviously, getting into college and law school was huge for you, which takes a lot of effort, which I'm sure you're willing to put in.
Definitely.
Family, which you already said, the relationship with your sister has been progressively getting better.
Yes.
Which is an awesome start.
I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful for that.
And that serves as motivation in itself to want to provide a role model for your sister, I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And so basically just for yourself, for your goals.
Yes.
You want to be able to obtain your goals, yes, and you see alcohol is getting in the way of those goals.
Yes.
Okay. And now every time you're maybe in those moods where you're like, maybe I should resort back to alcohol, you could look at these and say, well, I have X, Y, and Z reasons not to, because these are my goals. In order to obtain them, I need to remain clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And then now let's list here what can happen if you did use, which we had already seen, which is why you were here, the family impacts it could have.
Yes.
Right?
I know one of the things is that I'm a chicken that way. I don't want to go to jail. Oh my goodness.
Jail. So that's definitely jail.
Biggest thing for me. Yes.
Okay.
That can be at the top of my list. I don't
want to go to jail,
ma'am.
Very valid reason.
Don't want to go to jail because I know, especially I have to keep my record because then I can't be a lawyer. So I cannot afford that because that's been really.
And some of the dangers associated with drinking would be drinking and driving.
Yes.
Potentially harming someone else or yourself.
Definitely.
Okay, what else?
And I know my parents says, if I go through this program and I continue to do well, they're willing to pay for my school. So I don't, I've seen some of my friends who are going to college right now and they see, that they, they have a big load on them because of the loans that's coming afterwards. So I cannot afford for my parents not to take care of my school because I don't want to be in debt $120,000, $150,000 after school because then that's going to be very overwhelming for me.
So your parents are basically giving the incentive. If you stay clean,
yes,
you pay for school. Okay. Yes. So what can happen if you use parents don't pay for school?
Exactly.
Which would create a huge burden, especially with law school.
Yep, I need that as a reminder.
Right. Okay. Now that you have this card, we can use this as